Have you ever wondered how much your perception shapes your reality? Our brains are masterful interpreters, decoding the visual data our eyes gather, crafting a world we understand. Yet this process is not foolproof. Sometimes our brains can be tricked, leading us to perceive things differently than they truly are, creating illusions. These fascinating phenomena blur the line between perception and reality, leaving us questioning what we truly see. Prepare to challenge your mind as we dive into the world of optical illusions. At number 5, we have the spinning dancer. This captivating illusion presents us with a silhouette of a dancer, seemingly spinning in place. But here's the catch: is she turning clockwise or counterclockwise? The fascinating part is the dancer appears to change direction. One moment she's pirouetting to the right and the next she's twirling to the left. How does this happen? The answer lies in the ambiguity of the image's depth cues. The spinning dancer illusion plays tricks on our brains because it lacks the visual information we usually rely on to perceive depth. Without these clues, our brain tries to fill in the gaps, leading to differing interpretations. Some of us see the dancer spinning to the right, while others see her spinning to the left. So is she spinning to the right or to the left? It all depends on your perception. Next, at number 4, we have the color-changing card trick. Now, this one is a real marvel. Imagine a deck of cards, each with a distinct color. You see them, you know their colors, but then, as if by some unseen magic, the colors change. But here's the catch: you don't even notice it. This trick is a fantastic example of what's known as change blindness. It's a peculiar phenomenon where we fail to notice alterations in our visual field when we're distracted. As humans, we like to think we're aware of everything around us, but this illusion shows us that's not always the case. Change blindness is a subtle reminder that our perceptions aren't as reliable as we might think. So the cards shift hues right before your eyes, yet you're none the wiser. It's a fascinating trick, isn't it? Did you notice the change? Don't worry if you didn't, most people don't. Moving on to number 3, brace yourself for the Ponzo Illusion. This illusion is a delightful demonstration of how our brain interprets two-dimensional images. Picture this: 2 identical lines are drawn on a page, but they don't look the same size. Why, you ask? Well, it's all thanks to a pair of converging lines. The Ponzo illusion, named after the Italian psychologist Mario Ponzo, plays with your brain's sense of perspective. You see, when the identical lines are placed over these converging lines, your brain is tricked into thinking one line is further away. And because of this perceived distance, your brain adjusts the size of the distant line, making it appear larger than its identical counterpart. It's a simple trick, but a powerful one, illustrating how our brains interpret depth and distance in a two-dimensional image. Are the lines really different lengths? Or is it just your mind playing tricks on you? At number 2, we have the checker shadow illusion. This mind-boggling illusion is all about a square that seems darker or lighter depending on the shadow cast upon it. The trickery here lies in the way our brains perceive colors. They adjust color perception based on surrounding light, leading us to see variances that may not truly exist. It's a perfect example of how our senses can be fooled, making us question the reality we see. Are the squares different colors, or is it an illusion of the mind? Finally, the most mind-blowing illusion at number 1, the Impossible Trident. This fascinating work of art is a paradox of the senses. From one end, it appears to be a simple 3-pronged fork, but as your eyes follow the cylindrical prongs to the other end, something astonishing happens. The 3 prongs mysteriously morph into 2 rectangular ones. This leaves you questioning, how did 3 become 2? The Impossible Trident is a classic example of an impossible object, a type of optical illusion that plays with our perception of 3-dimensional space. It's a 2-dimensional image that our brains stubbornly insist on reading as a 3-dimensional object, despite the clear contradictions. In doing so, it reveals a fascinating truth about human perception. Our brains are wired to make sense of the world around us, even when that world defies logic. Is it possible or impossible? The answer lies in your perception. So there you have it, the top 5 mind-blowing optical illusions. From spinning dancers to impossible tridents, your perception played tricks you didn't foresee. Unravel more optical illusions and challenge your perception. Remember, reality is merely a perception, so keep questioning and keep exploring. Until next time, keep your mind open and your eyes wide.